Falls City Schools school community. It's great to be with you today and just to give you an update on where we are. We're prepared for the next school year, regardless of the changes and the new things that are happening. Our staff is all ready to go and excited about serving your families this school year. Please be looking at our webpage, which has a lot of information related to the start of the school year and COVID-related planning and so forth. Please take advantage of all the videos and all the information that is there for you to stay up to date on an ongoing basis. The big item today that I want to share with you is that we will be starting some of our students in school on Monday, September 28th. That will be for all of our students in grades kindergarten and 1. And so they'll be back in school. And then on Monday, October 12th, we'll be bringing the students in from grades 2 and 3. So at that point, all students K through 3 will be back in our elementary schools. And you may be asking yourself, why just those grades? The main reason is because the state has different requirements for starting school with those grades than they do 4 through 12. The requirement is that you have 30 or fewer COVID cases per 100,000 for 7 days in a row, 3 weeks in a row. And we've been able to make that as a county. Therefore, because of that, we're able to bring K through 3 in. We haven't been able to meet the other metrics, which would allow us to have 4 through 12 in, which is 10 or fewer cases per 100,000, 7 days in a row for 3 consecutive weeks. And when we reach that milestone, then we can be looking very closely at bringing everybody back. And around October 1st, we'll be looking at where we are as far as the metrics and then making a decision for the next 6 weeks, which will start around October 19th. So be watching closely for that. The other thing that weighs in on this decision is whether or not the legislature grants liability immunity for K through 12 districts for COVID-related law cases. Therefore, our district has to be very, very cautious. We do not have liability insurance for COVID. Our liability company, which is called PACE, which is the company for all school districts in Oregon, has told us in the summer that they will no longer be covering school districts for COVID-related cases. Therefore, we're watching very closely to see what the legislature does in this regard. Fortunately, our senator and representative are very much supportive of giving K-12 education liability immunity. So we're hoping that when the special session gets called, hopefully soon in September, the legislature will grant that immunity. But we are proceeding right now with our plans as if that immunity is going to be granted. And that's why we're planning on bringing K through 3 back. Again, K1 on September 28th and 2-3 on October 12th. I wanted to also mention our Chromebook situation. We are looking at back orders of Chromebooks. We've got 500 Chromebooks on back order that, due to the supply chain for technology, we have not received as yet. So we apologize in advance if you're a family that did not get a Chromebook. Please let us know if you do not have another device at home that your child or children can use, and we'll do what we can to find device for your family. We're hoping that this gets cleared up within a couple of weeks. We've been told that at least one of our Chromebook orders will be in by sometime in mid-September. So we're waiting on that. Just to let you know that our models that we're using as a district, the AM-PM model, and then in K through 8, and then in 9-12, the 2 classes at a time model are really good for our CDL time that we are in right now. They create a nice segue between in-person learning and comprehensive distance learning, because in both cases, we can use those time frames for our students to deliver the same lessons that they would have had, whether that's in person or through comprehensive distance learning. So even though we're not in ideal times, I think the models that we've chosen to deliver instruction are going to work out very well for us as we get into our school year. All right, I did want to also mention that there are daycare opportunities in town for any families that are looking for daycare support for their children during this time. First of all, I know the YMCA has openings, and also there is a hotline number that you can call to find out other daycare openings in the community. And that hotline number is 211. Again, call 211 if you have daycare needs. I wanted to mention to you that our comprehensive distance learning this year is going to be much improved. Our staff did a great job last year of kind of creating our comprehensive distance learning last spring on the fly. And we've had time now to improve our delivery system greatly. We've purchased a new program, and we've done training with our staff. And there are new state requirements as well. So we're going to have a much more engaging comprehensive distance learning system. We'll be taking attendance every day, and there will be more rigor and requirements for our students, because we will be introducing new concepts on an ongoing basis following our regular curriculum versus doing more review work like we were doing last spring. And while we're in the topic of comprehensive distance learning, just to let you know, if you do have any problems at home with the distance learning program, please, first of all, contact your school's teacher, your student's teacher, on what your problem is, and hopefully it can be solved by the teacher. If it can't, they will be delegating that concern to a person within the school, a technology support person that we have in each of our schools to help solve the problem. And then thirdly, if those 2 first steps don't work, then we will be hooking you up with our technology department. So again, the first 3 steps are contact your teacher. The teacher will then move you on to a tech support person if necessary within the school. And then the last step will be our tech department. Well, that's my update for this week. I hope everyone is doing well and looking forward to the start of the next school year next week. And I hope everyone has a tremendous Labor Day week.